And this is your top story now. The 2018 Matric class has achieved an impressive 78.2% pass rate. All provinces achieved more than 60% in terms of pass rates. The Western Cape coming in third place with 81.5%. Our reporter Leigh-Anne Jansen is live to us now from the Masibambisane High School in Delft. Leigh-Anne, when we spoke to you a little earlier, it was all very secretive, but you had something exciting that you were going to announce from the school there.
Hi, Michelle, that's right. Well, it's a long time since I stood in a line to get my results, and I don't envy these pupils one bit. But we are, as you said, at Masibambisane Secondary School in Delft, and there's some good news for the school. It's one of the most improved schools in the Western Cape. In 2017, the school got an aggregate of about 48% of a matric pass rate. This year, it's well over 70%. But I am joined now by the Western Cape Education MEC, Debbie Schafer. MEC, thanks so much for joining us. Overall, the Western Cape ranked third, but you're still welcoming the pass rate for the class of 2018.
Look, I mean, we're never happy until we get 100%, but I mean, considering we retained our third place, that we still are by far the highest in percentage of retention in school from grade 10 to 12, considering we've improved our quality indicators, particularly we've improved our bachelor's pass rate, we've gone up in maths and science passes, so I'm very happy with that. Obviously, there's always work to do, but overall, I think under the very difficult circumstances that we are working in, it's okay.
Why are the retention numbers so important?
The retention numbers are important because if you get rid of your weaker learners between grade 10 and 12, then obviously the stronger learners get through to matric and they write and the percentage increases. So it's really important when you look at percentages to see how exactly those percentages are made up. So we've managed to keep 63% of our learners from grade 10 actually writing their matric final full exam, and I think that is a huge achievement. Of course, we want the other 40% to also do so, and we'll continue working on that. But it really is by far no other province has managed to achieve anything above 50%. So, you know, if you get rid of your weaker learners and then you let them write the multiple exam opportunity as well, the ones that are still left in the system, that can obviously make a difference to the percentage.
Now, we're at Masibambisane Secondary School. Let the cat out of the bag. How well have they done?
They've done exceptionally well. It is in Delft South area, which is a poor community. It's got many gang-related issues. And last year, as you said, they were an underperforming school. Mr. Busman and his team at the school, the circuit manager and the parents have done a huge amount of work to take themselves out of that. And they have improved by 31.1% to 79.1% this year. And not only have they done that, but they've also managed to keep the similar number of matrics. So they haven't done it by, getting rid of weaker learners. And I think that's an outstanding achievement.
Thank you so much. Well, Michelle, it is an outstanding achievement, and I do now have the principal with me, Mr. Kaelete Busman. Mr. Busman, thank you for your time. You must be really excited today. It's a proud moment for you and your school.
Yes, it is a proud moment. I'm very happy with the results that we got this year after, a lot of sacrifice, determination, putting things together, in achieving these results.
Now, you speak about the sacrifices you've made. What do you attribute this huge jump in matric pass rate to? What have you done differently?
What we did at our school last year especially was to avail the school for the learners. We have spoken to the learners and to the parents. We had meetings, a number of meetings. We indicated to them that the school belongs to them. So what we did, understanding that, they are living in 2 rooms. So we avail the school so that they can come and study. We avail the resources, so that they can have access. What we did this year, actually last year, was to make copies of the previous year question papers with the memo where the learners can have access, understanding the fact that they don't afford, to go to internet cafes to access those papers. So what we vowed was to make copies early at the beginning of the year so that they can have resource material that they can work with. Speaking to teachers, motivating teachers now and again, speaking to the individual group of learners, those that have underperformed, giving them hope, not to give up, and to make sure that they understand what it means. Because if the pass rate of our school is poor, then we're talking about the lives of the learners that cannot access, higher education. What about their career? What about their future? And the support that we got from the district office. Our circuit manager was always here, Mrs. Mchila, speaking to the learners, going to the classes, talking to them. Those underperforming were excluding them from the other groups and talk to them individually so that they can realize, and it has yielded these good results.
Now, you spoke about some learners can't even access internet cafes. What other challenges have your learners been facing? You're not in an affluent area, you are in an area faced with socioeconomic ills.
The reality is, as much as our school is a quintile 4, but it's a quintile 1 if you look at the nature of our environment or our society. So, which means most of the parents are not working. There's gangsterism, there's drugs issues. There are a lot of things that are taking place within the area. And our school being a no-fee school was not a mistake, because we can't access finance from the parents. Parents would come and tell you that they are not working. The majority of our parents, they do not work. So therefore, that's why we understood, that a learner cannot suffer because the parent is not working or the parent cannot afford. So therefore, that is why as the school we vowed that let's get closer to them in ensuring that we support them with everything that they need.
Now finally and very briefly, you have a pass rate of over 79%. What are your plans for the class of 2019?
Starting on that, our school on record, in 2009, we broken the record of the school by achieving 74%. That was in 2009, and that was my second year of being a principal at our school. We had a number of challenges thereafter, which led the results to drop, and now we have achieved 79%. It's a good improvement. What we'll be doing, we're not going to change anything to what we did. We're going to continue with what we did, but we're going to improve and make sure that we do more in terms of what we're doing, especially to the YIP learners, because most of us, when we talk of YIP, it's learners that we say they're not supposed to be in grade 12, but we're going to keep on encouraging them. I always say to them, even if the department has done them a favor, but it doesn't mean, they don't have a potential. They do have a potential like any other child, So therefore, we will keep on encouraging them. We'll keep on putting things in place. We'll keep on keeping teachers accountable. We'll keep on offering study classes that we did, which were compulsory in the afternoons, actually in the evenings, and we're offering those learners something to eat, because also we understand that, some of these learners, they can be at home, but they don't have something to eat. So we're offering them something to eat from nothing, I must say, because the school doesn't have money, Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for your time. Well, Michelle, with encouragement and motivation, Mr. Busman and his team will hope to improve the matric pass rate even further this year. I now have to let them go to break the all-important news to the matriculants, and they will no doubt be excited to hear just how much they've improved.